come
If
back.
can I ask you one question?
Oh.
I don't have any idea how old you are, but do you think at some point you might be able to take this subject seriously? Because this is a serious subject. We've all been deceived about where we actually live. You don't give a shit about that?
No, because this topic is so insane. Like,
yes, the globe is very insane because how could you possibly have a ball of water floating in a vacuum? That's insanity, dude, if you believe in that.
Exactly.
Okay, so gravity doesn't exist, right?
Correct. So we can move on from there now.
Yeah, forget gravity.
Sit down, relax. Your stomach will be fine.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean by gravity doesn't exist? Because if I'm going to pick something up, I guarantee when I let it go, it's probably going to fall back down to the ground. So what do you mean?
Sure, making the claim that gravity doesn't exist. That question is for you.
Yeah, that's one of the OG explain it.
Not if you pick up a helium balloon, Jedi, it won't fall down. What about that?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
I just want the guy to explain what he means by gravity.
It's like a joke. Sorry.
This dude's having a meltdown right here live on YouTube. Is this a joke?
Okay, so explain, man.
Earth is flat and stationary. It's measured that way. Yeah, it's not moving anywhere.
Okay. What else?
It's flat, stationary, and we're contained. We're breathing air pressure.
Right, and that's from a dome, right? That's
Oh no, I don't know about any domes. That's something you guys made up.
All right, yeah, that's probably from the Flat Earth Society.
It's the Globe Earther Society made that up.
The dome.
Okay, so just to be clear, there's no ice walls. There's no dome.
Globe made that up too. Globers made up ice walls and domes.
Okay.
To make us look crazy.
Okay. Globers made up that.
Yes.
Yeah, people always say that terraplanists think that there is a dome, a kind of dome around.
No, nobody thinks that. That's just on television.
Okay. No dome.
Wow, guys.
Hello? So there you go. No dome.
No dome.
No what?
So now what are you guys going to pick on?
What's that? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that Earth is a cube.
Oh, man, you're the first person who's ever said that. You should be on television telling jokes to people.
No, it's not a joke because let me tell you that
I got this.
Whenever
I'm all right.
Right now,
dude, I'm all right. I got this. I got it under control right now.
What?
I got it all under control. Don't worry.
Okay, you are intelligent. Listen to that. Whenever morning and you have a night, that means the sun is your.
It means the sun moves. It means the sun moves, huh? You know how when you go outside in the morning and the sun is in one part of the sky, and that in the evening, while it's still light out, the sun moves across the sky and it's in the other part of the sky? The sun moved. Did you ever notice that?
Yes, moved.
So how far away is the sun?
It's in the sky. I would have no idea.
No idea.
No, you can't measure the distance to it. No.
Why we can't?
Because you can't measure the distance to it.
I think we can because the sun moves.
That's why you're not a
in a
scientist.
second, so we can measure that.
No, you can't measure it.
Why?
That'd be like pointing to a plane in the sky and telling me where it's at, how far away it is from my fingertip.
Actually, I don't know, but we can measure that.
How?
As I told you that see how much distance how many distance the sun moves in a second, and calculate the size of the earth, the size of the sun, and
No. Yeah, you
doing
can't.
some
You can't
calculations
calculate the
and
size of the sun. Yeah, you need the size of the sun, don't you? So since you can't have that, you can't do any of that math. You can't do any pretend calculations at all. All you can do is pretend that you can do a calculation. You can't actually do one.
I mean, you can also find the distance from the sun using the angle of shadows. I mean,
No,
if
you
one
can't
place
do.
has
You
a
can't
shadow
have.
and if
Hey,
one place does,
you can't have angles on the surface of a ball, so you can't have shadows making angles on a ball and calling that an angle. That's not an angle.
I mean, some places have vertical sun, some places have sun at an angle. So if
You
the
can't
Earth is
have
flat,
vertical. You can't have vertical on the surface of a ball. You can only have vertical on a horizontal.
I mean, I'm saying if the Earth is flat, let's assume the Earth
Hold
is actually flat. Okay,
on. On some places, the sun is vertical, and some places, the sun is what?
it's a bit on an angle, like it isn't fully
So
above
like
you.
closer towards the horizon.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, cool. Have you got a light above your head in your living room, for example?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, point up at it. Now walk away from it, then point at it again. Are you still pointing up?
Yes, I understand. I fully understand. I'm saying
Okay.
that on a flat surface, that also
Yes.
can happen. And
No
on a
shit.
flat surface, using basic trigonometry, you can find how high the sun is.
No, you can't.
What do you mean? No, you can't. Yes, you can. If the sun is vertically above you.
Well, you asked. You can try and calculate its position, but its position will be subjective to the person taking the observation. When multiple take these triangular measurements to the sun appears in different locations, as in all lines do not meet at the same place. So no, you can't.
What?
Okay. When you
That's basically not real,
triangulate
like
the
what you just said.
distance to the sun, you are going to be using the angle of the sun above the horizon. For example, when multiple people make this same angular measurement at the same time of day, those lines from their eyes to the sun don't always meet in the same place, showing that the sun cannot be triangulated, because if it could, all of those lines would meet in the position of the sun. They don't. I hope
Are
you
you saying
understood
the
that.
sun exists in multiple places at the same time? Because that just can't happen.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm pointing out how you can't triangulate its position just by using a triangle. Now, if you want to do this, you will be using a horizontal Earth, but I digress.
I mean, it sounds like you're just making this up. Like you're just saying people tried and it didn't work.
Hey, son.
I can say that.
Hey, before you go on about people making up shit, would you like to take a triangle test?
I'll go find
What
some
do you mean?
citations while you take that test.
We'll just find out if you even know what the fuck a triangle is. I mean, if you're going to say people make up this stuff, we're going to find out what you really know. How about that?
Okay, so just to be 100% clear, the sun and moon are real objects.
I guess you see them, don't you?
Yes.
Right?
Okay, so
Indeed.
what's the deal? You didn't say what kind of real objects they are, but we see them.
I mean, you're saying
They
that
could
the
be
sun and
fake.
moon are some sort of magical objects that exist at
No,
multiple
you're
places
saying
and
they're a
can be
magical
triangulated.
object. You guys claim they're magical. You claim the sun is a magical ball of gas that lights up inside a vacuum chamber, and that's magic. Not me. I didn't make up that story. You guys made that story up.
But I didn't say that. I'm just here to learn.
Your
man.
explanation makes
now
no more
we're here
sense.
to learn things. Gotcha. So now we're here to learn. Got it. I know how that works.
Yeah, I'm here to learn
I mean, you're not providing a better explanation. Your explanation is saying the sun exists at multiple places at the same
What
time.
is happening?
No,
That's what
I'm
you're saying.
pointing out the problem with trying to triangulate the sun's position just by using a line of sight.
Can't even
When you're
do
drawing
that, man.
triangles, no, I'm looking for citations on this because it's a phenomenon within celestial navigation.
I mean, you haven't really provided the reason for why the sun can't be triangulated.
I appreciate that, thank you. When you're talking about using trigonometry to find the distance to the sun, you'll be using the center of the Earth to do so. That's going to require the Earth to be a sphere. Now, have you got any proof that the Earth is a sphere so we can then find the distance to the sun from the center of it?
That's completely unrelated. I'm talking about a flat Earth. I'm not talking about spherical Earth.
Unrelated.
Awesome stuff. No problem then.
On a
So
flat
whatever
Earth,
we do when we talk about the sun, it will be doing whatever it does underneath a measured flat Earth.
I don't understand your point. I'm saying if the Earth is flat, look up at the sun. You're just saying, oh, the lines don't meet up, but you haven't provided any proof of that. You just said that. I mean, I can also say,
Yeah, I'm
oh,
still
the
here
Earth
talking
is
to you,
a globe,
dude. Like,
and say
give me a
that.
minute.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, anyone who knows trigonometry knows it can be done.
oh, dude, you're making shit up, bro. Okay, so I went ahead and put in the chat. Radwin, I got called.
India, you really
Can't even hear you, dude.
Yeah, you really
What's happening, man?
I'll switch to something else. Anyway, in the side chats, your triangle test. Which of the figures below are not triangles? Go ahead, answer it.
I'm gonna say D.
That's what that's your final answer?
I don't know,
why? Why?
B as well,
Why
but having a curved line isn't so much as preventing it from being a triangle. If it's on spherical geometry, curved lines can exist.
Never heard of a spherical triangle.
This is Euclidean geometry.
Yes, a triangle on a sphere. A triangle on a sphere can have three right angles.
No such thing. Stop just saying it out loud like it's a real thing. Here's the correct answers. Stop chanting, by the way, you guys.
I'm sorry.
You guys are just chanting. Oh, this is real. Curved triangles really exist. Okay, if that's true, what's the angle on B? The top angle on B. How do you measure it? What kind of protractor do you use? Where's the curved protractors?
Dang, he got you there, man. I think I finally get it. I think I get it now. Let's see. For C or for B or for A and D?
B. What's the angle at the top of B? The top one, the top, not the two bottom. On B, the top of the shark fin. What's that angle?
Huge.
No, for God's sake. In degrees, what's the angle, dude?
In degrees?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to estimate it, right? So let's see. Probably 15.
All right.
Solid 15.
Can you sorry, dude, please. Can you define an angle for us, please?
So an angle, right?
Yep.
It's like a triangle, right? So look, so
Okay.
it's
like a triangle. A triangle's got three of them. I want to know what an singular angle is.
I'm gonna
Of
explain
what?
it,
Of
right?
which triangle?
So it's like a triangle, right?
No.
Hold on. So
I think you're confused.
So
Okay, let's back to our point that the Earth is a cube, and I just convinced you that when we have a morning, and you have a night, that means the sun is high side, and I mean
How do we
that's.
know that the Earth is not flat?
No, watch.
Clown car's pulled in.
the angle is the enclosed space near the point where two lines meet.
Two lines meet.
Okay.
Oh, I get it now.
The space where two lines meet.
Okay. These lines, are they straight lines or are they curved lines? Or
They
can
don't
that be a
need to be straight.
combination of the two?
Yeah, they don't need to be straight. They can be curved.
So, from what I see, there's one straight line.
Are you shushing me, man?
Yes.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
So it's
Okay,
like
we're gonna start muting people. I've had enough.
All right. So, yeah, that's my.
Okay, an angle is an angle is where two straight lines meet. The measurement of the angle is the separation between the two straight lines. Within a triangle, which has three straight lines that meet at 3 points, you can measure the interior angles, which are the straight lines that meet at 2 points, and they will equal 180 degrees. It's one of the laws of a triangle, the interior sum angle.
Okay.
Cool. So the one that's got a curved line in it doesn't quite fit the definition of a triangle because it's got a curved line in it. It's not going to be able to be a measurement of the separation of two straight lines because one of the lines is curved. Doesn't fit the definition of an angle and can't be a triangle.
But angles can exist between a curved line and a straight line. You can look it up. We do calculations on that. Tangent lines and stuff.
Okay, so when you say tangent lines, that's you very softly conceding that the curved line wasn't good enough, so you had to draw a straight one and then measure the separation of two straight lines. After you've arbitrarily decided what point along the curved line you want to draw your straight line to. So that's a soft concession that you need straight lines for an angle.
I mean, yes, that's the whole point. You find the point and you take the derivative of the point to find the slant of the point, and then you take the angle. Yes.
And then you
do
take
that.
the angle after you've got the straight line. Yes. So when you've got
Yes,
a
indeed.
curve within a triangle, that won't fit the definition of a triangle, and it won't fit the definition of an angle because it's not two straight lines. When you arbitrarily decide where you're going to put your tangent, then you've got two straight lines, which is the point.
Arbitrary.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Okay,
It isn't an arbitrary choice of where to put the straight line. It's on the point they meet.
Yes, but you're still going to need a straight line, aren't you?
I mean, yes, to
Thank you.
show
That's the point.
angle.
We literally stop right there. You need straight lines for an angle.
I mean, you can even look it up. Triangles can have a curved side.
It's like, for fuck's sake, not in Euclidean geometry, and we're speaking about Euclidean geometry, not spherical geometry or any other.
Oh, okay.
geometry.
I'm sorry.
We're talking about a triangle, not a spherical triangle. Triangle. Implicitly, we're talking about Euclidean geometry, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. But they can also exist a triangle with a curved side, yes, which the sum of its angles isn't going to be 180. It's going to be less or more.
It wouldn't be a triangle.
It would be just a triangle with a curved side.
Oh, because you don't have an angle. So an angle have a constant relationship along its length, right? So you have two lines, they meet up.
Explained how a curved line and a straight line can have an angle.
You have two lines, they meet at a point, and the angle stays the same the entire length of the lines. It doesn't change. Now, if you have curved lines, that angle will change depending on how far away you are from the vertex.
Yes, that's the definition of intersecting with a curved line.
Triangle.
With a curved line. Yes, triangles, three angles, indeed. You can have an angle with a curved
angle.
I mean, I'm literally telling you, and you're saying just nuh-uh.
Listen, because angle has a property. That property is that the angle is the same along the entire length of the lines. It can't change. It can't be a 10-degree angle at one spot and a 12-degree angle at another spot. It has to be 10 degrees along the entire length.
You can't have an angle that is static on the entire length. If you move a line on the length of another line, the angle does change, just as so with a curve.
No, it doesn't, dude.
Yes, it doesn't. What are you talking
No,
about?
because the angle's a subdivision of a circle. That's like saying two radial fucking lines change. Stop talking, bro. You're just saying
Are you
stupid
talking
shit.
about moving the line or tilting the line or what?
Tilting.
This
We're
is
talking.
insane.
We're talking about two lines
Like a
drawn
flat
on a
earth
fucking piece of
thing.
paper.
Dude, I'm hearing the most insane stuff.
I see.
Yeah, I didn't say like refute anything I said. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't. An angle is a separation of two lines. That separation is constant along the entire length of the line. It's not something at one spot on the line and then some other thing at another spot on the line. It's the same along its entire length, or it's not a fucking angle.
That's your definition, not the actual
It's not
definition
my
of an angle.
definition. It's the mathematics definition.
No, it isn't. It actually isn't. Like, it actually isn't. You're just making up this definition.
It literally, there's three rules that apply to a triangle. Mentioned one, the interior angle sum. The length of the side, two sides of the triangle will always be greater than the other. Third rule is how you can acquire the area of a triangle. Quite simply, turn it into a square and halve it. Now,
yes,
you can only
that's
have a triangle if
a
it
triangle
fits
without
these
a curved
definitions.
line.
You're gonna bloody, aren't you? We're talking about quite simple forward geometry, Euclidean geometry. What is and what isn't a triangle?
Okay, I'm sorry. I understand. Okay, this is a triangle with straight lines on Euclidean geometry. It's pretty clear. How does this relate to our topic anyways?
You're the bozo that said you can get the distance to the sun using simple trigonometry. That's horseshit lie.
Well, this doesn't disprove it at all. Like, how
Well,
does
I'll
this
tell you what
disprove what I said?
disproves it. The fact that in the globe model, they say that the rays of light from the sun are parallel because of its distance. So what angle are you measuring and applying trigonometry to if they're parallel?
I'm talking about if it was flat, not if it was a sphere. If it was flat, the difference in the tilt of the sun from one place to another would help us find its distance.
Says who?
If it was flat.
Says who?
Says the basic trigonometry. What are you saying?
Says
If the sun
basic
exists,
trigonometry.
yes, if the sun exists and it's vertical here and it's not vertical
If
here,
the
then
sun, okay,
we find the
so
angle.
if the sun exists and it's in a position, then basic trigonometry. That's great. That's a great argument.
I mean, if the sun is vertical on, let's say, the equator, on like the
You don't have an
Ecuador or
equator.
Something.
There is no equator.
Okay, we don't have an equator. I understand.
Wait. Hold on. How come?
Because the globe Earth equator has some certain properties. Number one, that it would have equal day and night. Nowhere on Earth actually has equal day and night. Nowhere. So there can be no equator if that property doesn't exist. Now,
Wait, there
another
exists
property
equal
of the
day and
equator,
night,
you asked
and
me a question,
sometimes of
I'm
the
going
year.
to answer it. I'm going to answer it. Now, another property of the equator is that the shortest day of the year on the equator would be on the equinox. Well, the place where they say the equator is now the shortest day of the year is not on the equinox. It's in April and it's in August instead of March and September. So there is no equator.
I mean, where I am from, the day and night equalize at one point in the year. So
No,
what you're
it's
saying
not
is literally
equal.
just straight.
It's not equal. Go on time and date. It's not equal.
It is equal. They shift. The day gets longer, the night gets shorter, then
No,
they turn
we're
back.
talking
The night gets shorter.
12-hour day and 12-hour night. That's what we're talking
Yes,
about.
it happens on one day.
No,
On
it
2
doesn't.
days, actually.
No, it doesn't. You're making it up, dude. Go look on
You're just saying it
timeanddate.com,
doesn't. It happens to
suncalc.com.
me. It happened to me personally.
Yeah,
What are
you're
you saying?
lying. You're just lying, dude. Anybody listening to this can verify that you're lying by going on timeanddate.com or suncalc.com.
So you're saying that nowhere on Earth do day and night equalize?
Exactly. There's nowhere where they're equal. 12 and 12.
I mean, they're never equal all the time. I understand that.
They're never equal at all, ever.
Where are you from exactly? Like, are you far up north where they never equalize? I mean, it matters because if you're like in the northern part of the Earth or in the southern part, they don't equalize there.
Well,
but in most of the Earth, they do.
Look at timeanddate.com. Are you fucking dense, dude? Timeanddate.com. It uses the U.S. Naval Observatory model of the sun. You're dense, dude.
Hold on, man.
Dude,
No,
I would highly appreciate it
instead of
if you
having
share the
like
link to that.
skull and then brain, it's just 100% skull.
If you share the link to that, I'd highly appreciate it because your argument is...
Timeanddate.com. That's the link. Timeanddate.com. https://timeanddate.com. Time and date's all one word. Do you want me to come to your house and type it on into your fucking URL bar?
What am I supposed to look for on this website? It has a million things.
Oh, shut the... Dude, go on mute,
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It's a very big website. There are so many things on it.
Yeah, can I
Use the website. Look for Quito, Ecuador, which you'll see on the equator. Or Nairobi, Nigeria, or Nairobi, Kenya, which is also on the equator. Either one of those two places. Now search by month and look for the equinox. You know when the equinox is? Figure out that date and then go look on time and date and see if it's when it says day length. See if it says 12 hours.
Insane. It's crazy, bro.
I didn't say anything fucking crazy. The fact you think it's crazy means you're stupid.
Flat Earth, bro. It's crazy. The flat Earth.
Yeah, as if that was a refutation. You chanting it's crazy over and over again. Incredulity is not an argument. Just because you can't believe it doesn't make it not true. The belief is what got you in the problems you're in now. Okay? You believe the earth is a globe because somebody told you that. You never would have figured it out on your own. It's not like nobody would have told you and you would have walked around, hey man, what if we live on a globe? You never would have thought of it for 1 second. You're just parroting some idea someone put in your head. You have no evidence that it's true. You just believe it blindly. And now you're in here calling us crazy because we don't believe the stupid shit you believe because we demand evidence.
I can't find what proves your point in timeanddate.com.
I'm sorry, you don't know how to use a fucking simple.
There are moon phases,
website.
sunrise and sunset, date-to-date calculator. There are a million things.
You're looking for day length. Day length. If the day length is 12, that means the night length is also 12. You're not too bright, are you?
It's a big website. I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, you don't know how to use the internet. It's amazing. You guys are.
It's a huge website.
You guys are amazing
it's like
bunch
saying
of people.
Go on the internet.
Globers know how to use any pretend science website to look up galaxies, but if you go to look up how long a day is, it'll take them a couple of weeks.
Okay, 36049 got the goods. Wanted to be unmuted, so there you go. You're unmuted. You can go ahead.
We're gonna give it. Hold on. We're gonna give this guy 2 minutes and no interruptions. Just let him spout 2 minutes of nonsense because he claims that he did not get a chance to get it out. So we're gonna let you get it out, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, let's back to that point, which is the sun is an angle. You cannot just say that we will not talk about sun and light. The sun comes in an angle in the north of the earth, and for example, in anything in the middle, for example, Middle East or some place like that, the sun comes up to us, which that mean we are in a circle. Earth is not flat.
Is that it?
Yeah,
I'm convinced.
He said the sun comes up to us, so the Earth is not flat. How do you know the sun's coming up to us?
What does he mean by coming up?
It comes vertical on us.
Well, what if there was a big flashlight in the sky and it was far away, and then as it got closer, what would that look like?
What?
Say there was a big light in the sky, not the sun. Say someone made an airplane that was just completely covered in LED light bulbs, and then flew from 300 miles. Stop. Then flew from 300 miles away to where you are. What would that look like?
It's a sun.
Would it be coming up? You know, when airplanes fly away, they approach the horizon. It's called the vanishing point. Everything converges to the horizon visually. That's what it looks like. It's not sinking. It's not going under the earth.
I don't know what you want to say exactly, but if you can't answer my question,
You didn't ask a question. You made a statement.
Do not interrupt me, please. The first thing, and the
You
second
made a
thing is
statement. You didn't ask a question. If
north
you want
of
to
the
ask,
air.
look, bro, ask the question now because you didn't ask a question. Ask your question.
I actually ask. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. The north of the earth, the sun, or as you say, the light comes in an angle, and in US or
What do you
Middle
mean at
East,
an angle? What do you
in
mean
an
by that?
angle, it
Yeah,
comes.
what does that mean?
Okay, it comes from, how can I explain it?
Low to the horizon.
Yeah, to the horizon. Yeah, exactly. That's it.
So I want to get this right. In this idea, you're talking about the sun and its angle when it hits the earth that's a sphere. When you're in the north, the sun's angle in the sky is closer to the horizon. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, exactly.
Cool. Carry on. Well, I don't think you finished, but carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think should happen on a flat Earth?
In all place, the sun has a specific one path for everywhere on the earth,
Why?
because it's flat.
Yeah.
If it's
Why? How does flat necessitate the sun takes one path? Why does the sun have to take one path on a flat Earth? Why?
I don't know how can I explain it. That's
Yeah, I don't know, because it doesn't.
okay.
So the flat Earth you just made up in your head, we don't believe in that flat Earth either.
You don't believe it?
No, we don't believe your flat Earth. The flat Earth that you just made up that said the sun has to take one path. That flat Earth, we don't believe in that flat Earth. I don't know who believes in that flat Earth. Apparently, you.
Everyone, unless you and some other people with you.
Look,
I
brother,
think.
the
Yeah.
sun is going to cast different shadows depending on where it is. So if it's over your head, there'll be no shadows. If it's on the horizon, there'll be long shadows. Right?
Okay. Okay. I have another point.
You didn't even have a point the first time. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. When ships on the sea, when
Just
we
read
see
it. Yeah, just read it.
what?
Yeah, ships go under the horizon, they go over the curve of the earth, right?
I don't know what you actually say, but
When a ship sails away, it drops down, and the
don't
bottom
interrupt me, bro.
disappears, and then the middle, and then the top,
Do
right?
not interrupt me, bro. Yeah,
What?
bro. Do not interrupt me.
Yeah, well,
That's
look,
rude,
bro,
man.
you're literally
Yeah.
reading a website and reading it to us.
I'm not reading.
No, you're reading a website. Okay, where did
Okay.
you? Okay, you're not reading it. Then tell me where you saw a ship go over the horizon. Where were you?
Okay, listen.
Yeah,
When the shape is on the sea, you just look. You can just look at the upper of the shape. You cannot see the down of the shape. Can you explain that?
I live
I look at
I live by the ocean.
what?
I live 1 mile away from the Atlantic Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I see
So you
ships all the time. The thing you're talking about, I have never seen in my life.
I have
I've
too.
seen it.
I've seen it.
Oh, where'd
I've
you see
seen
it?
it.
Hold on. Where'd you see it? Where'd you see it?
I've seen it in Jeddah,
Oh, shut
the
up.
city
I
of
want
Jeddah.
to answer where you saw it. Shut up. Where'd you see it?
Yeah, I saw it when I was passing by a bridge. I looked over at the ocean and I saw.
Where were you? What ocean? Where were
Atlantic, up north, man.
Up. That's not specific enough. Where were you? Liar. Liar.
I've seen it of South Australia. I've seen it of South Australia. I've seen boats disappear over the horizon. Container vessels disappear.
Yeah? No, you saw a video once. That's what you saw. Okay.
In the eastern province of Saudi Arabia, I saw it.
Listen. Listen.
On the Red Sea.
This is easy. You want to answer? This is easy. First of all, this is a rare observation, and typically it's caused by an inferior mirage that's right at the surface level. Okay, so any video you watch showing this, if you look close, you'll see a double image of the ship. Why are you interrupting me? Why? Mute that person. I'll do one better. Disconnect.
That's better.
Yeah,
okay.
Complete.
So I'll finish. So when you see this is purely a visual effect. Do you know how we know this? Because the horizon moves around. Sometimes the horizon looks like it's 3 miles away, and then an hour later it looks like it's 10 miles away. And we can replicate the observation on distances where there can't be a globe horizon, such as on a lake that's only 1,000 feet long. You can replicate this entire visual effect where you take a little RC boat and sail it away, and it appears like it goes over the horizon. Well, in 1,000 feet, there is no globe horizon because that's not a long enough distance, but we can still replicate it. In fact, National Geographic replicated it. Yeah, that's right. National Geographic showed this happening. Do you know how we know it wasn't over the horizon? Because the horizon was behind the object that was cut off by the horizon. Now, how's that happen? Okay. Ships don't go over the horizon, brother. I've seen a ship 30 miles away. I watched it sail out to sea from 6 miles out to 30 miles. Never disappeared over the horizon. Never did anything like that. Never seen this, ever. Not even once.
Yeah, back to our point. I finally figured out time and date.
You guys read on the internet that you think is true because you read it on the internet. There's people that have gone out every 2 or 3 days making observations for years, dude. 4 years.
Do you mean me? I didn't search on Google. I just saw it.
No, I'm talking. There's a YouTube channel named Pablo's Dog. He's been going to the same spot for 2 or 3 years, 2 or 3 times a week, and filming the exact same thing. And there ain't no ships over the horizon or anything like that.
Yes, I finally figured out time and date.
Data. You have stories.
Wait, let me finish. Oh, yes, time and day equalized on the 15th of March here in Saudi Arabia.
March?
Time and day. Yes.
It's not equal.
Yes, they are.
It's not equal. Even in the globe model says it can't be equal because refraction says it extends the daylight. So good try, though. You almost lied your way to success.
That's beyond the point. Refraction
is
beyond
that
the
is
point.
the point.
It's about having.
That is the point. No place on Earth actually has 12 and 12. Period.
I mean, that's a different point. Talking about refractions and stuff. We're talking about day and night, and now you talk about refractions. That's completely unrelated. That's a different point.
What they say is that the daylight, listen, in the globe paradigm, what they say is the reason we don't see 12 and 12 is because refraction makes daylight longer than it's supposed to be, and that the sun actually illuminates 51.3% of the surface of the Earth gets direct sunlight. Yeah, 51.3, not 50%, 51.3%. Gets direct sunlight.
Makes sense.
Lots of things make sense. Spider-Man getting superpowers from being bit by a radioactive spider. That makes sense.
But it does make sense. Like, it genuinely does make sense. Think about it.
But it's not true.
Yes, it is true. We observe it. I observe it. You observe it.
You've never observed anything in your life.
I mean, at this point, you're not presenting points. You're just saying you guys are stupid and I'm the smart guy.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you guys don't know what you're talking about. You guys are 5-10 years too late trying to investigate this topic on the fly.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
We've already been looking into this for a decade, and you guys come in here and think, oh, these flat earthers, I'll teach them the globe, and then they'll believe it. We all know the globe earth model better than you. We don't believe it because we do know it. It's not because we don't, it's because we do. And when you know the details of it, and you know that the claims don't match actual real world observation, then you realize, hey, it's bullshit.
I mean, you still haven't answered my question on why the position of the sun can't be trigonometrically located.
It can't be. You're just making that up. Listen,
you're just saying it can't be.
I'll post in the chat a peer-reviewed paper from the Astronomical Leaflets of the Pacific, published in 1943, titled "The Solar Parallax," that says you cannot triangulate the position of the sun looking at the sun. Now, this isn't me saying, it's fucking astronomers. Are you going to believe them?
We're quoting papers from 1943. Those guys use the frescoes for insulation.
So it's wrong because it was done in 1943.
There were many wrong things with the world in 1943.
Are Newton's laws wrong? Is Archimedes' principle wrong? That's from like fucking 300 BC, so that must be wrong, right? Fucking retard.
I don't know.
Fucking bitch argument, dude.
I'll be
Why
interested
are you
to see
screaming,
that,
bro?
though, Joe.
Why are you
You
screaming?
post it,
Calm
please.
down.
Shut up.
Calm down. Calm down. No. That's unpolite, bro.
All right, just mute him. Injo, if you could post that in the side chat, I'd like.
Yeah, I'll post it right now.
Cheers, dude. Good to see you, by the way. You came in swinging tonight, man. I know you've been listening to YouTube.
Yeah, Ram was having too much fun, man. I couldn't let that happen. He's having more fun than me.
Fair play.
Dude, he was fucking cracking me up, man. I almost spit out my coffee like 3 times.
Excuse me, why did you mute that guy?
What'd he say? He was like, I know your stomach hurts right now.
Why? For what?
Because you're flat, and when you realize that, a normie, their stomach's gonna hurt, they're gonna get indigestion, heartburn, maybe diarrhea.
Again, why you muted that guy?
When people are offered academic reference and citations, and they dismiss it out of hand because it was done a few decades ago, the conversation's probably got to stop at that point. Maybe he needs to think about how he's going to progress in the conversation. Maybe shortly he'll be unmuted and be invited to continue the conversation. But that's going to depend on him.
Look, it's not, listen, if that was actually a principle he had, that he does not accept old papers or old scientific claims, I would say, okay. But I guarantee you, he'll fucking bring up Newton in a heartbeat. And Newton is 3 centuries before this. But Newton's okay. He's not too old. Only Harold Weaver's too old. It's a bullshit argument. It's not even an argument. It's just being a dick. And I don't know why you're fucking late nighting for someone being a dick. Do you think he really thinks that paper's invalid?
The paper is not correct. You just say it's old.
Well, do you really think that he believes that? He didn't even read the paper.
I muted him, and let's see what he said.
No, how about you just justified your bullshit? How about that? How about you deal with you first, and then we'll deal with him. Do you think that because that paper was written in 1943, and the fact that he did not fucking read it or look at it, he has a legitimate gripe?
You can't. What?
He has no legitimate issue. He has no issue with that paper. He didn't read it.
You couldn't prove him wrong. That's why you muted him.
Prove what wrong?
Okay, let's unmuted him and let's listen what he say.
Are you his girlfriend?
What? No, but
Are
he's
you his
talking
lawyer?
truth.
Are you his lawyer?
I just like his point.
What was his point? Because I didn't get it. What was his point? Tell me again.
So I muted him. Let's listen to what he say.
No, I want you to tell me what his point was because you like it so much. Tell me what it was.
Located the sun. It's give him more much sense.
That wasn't his point. Try again.
You can try again and listen to him.
No, you try again and tell me what his point was. I don't think you know what his point is. I think you're just blindly white knighting for your friend.
Locating the sun using trigonometry.
He said something about trigonometry. What did he say?
Oh yeah. So I need to repeat his whole speech.
No, you just only need to repeat his claim, dude, or his question. That's it. I want to know what his argument was, and I want to make sure you actually know what it is so that I don't have to think that you're just blowing smoke up my ass.
We're talking about locating the sun using trigonometry.
Oh, it's using trigonometry, location of the sun. Okay. The paper I just posted shows that that's not possible. You know why it's not possible?
Do not talk to me. I don't have that information that he has.
Well,
So
I told him, weren't you listening?
Let's listen to
Weren't
what
you
he say.
listening? Well, I said
Just
it to him.
like his point, and you muted him. You just
Okay, I said it to. I said the
that's
answer.
all that speech.
Yeah, brother, I said it to him already. Why didn't you hear my response?
Okay.
I already told him why it's not possible already. What? But you didn't listen to that? I said
You just
because
say
the rays of the sun, because the
no
rays
reason.
of the sun are parallel, and you cannot triangulate parallel lines. Right? Did you hear that part?
I mean, if they're
This is
parallel,
a game you guys
why
play.
are some
No,
people
this
saying
is a
the sun vertical and
no,
some people
brother.
not?
Brother, I'm not buying it, bro. This is a game you guys play. You guys go explain XYZ, and then you do ask, ignore, repeat. You ask the question, you ignore the answer, and then you repeat the question, and you do this over and over and over again. And that's what you two are doing. And now you're
I mean, he
completely
asked a very valid
exposed.
question. You're
Ask,
saying the
ignore,
lines of the
repeat.
sun are parallel, but they can't be parallel if some people see the sun at an angle and some people see it vertical. That can't be true.
How do you know that?
It's either this or that.
How do you know that?
Because of observation. Parallel doesn't work when it's tilted somewhere and not
Because
some
of
other.
observation doesn't tell me how you know that's
Yes,
not
why is the
possible.
sky blue?
No,
Why is the grass green?
You claimed it was not possible, and I asked you how you know that it's not possible.
You're saying the rays of the
Don't
sun
ask
are
me what I'm
parallel on a
saying.
flat
Answer
earth.
my question. Just
I
answer
am
my
answering your
question.
question.
How do you know it's not possible?
I am answering your question. You're saying the lines of the sun are parallel, and you're saying the earth is flat.
You're not answering
Therefore,
my
we all
question
should
by
see it
saying you're
vertical.
saying. Bro, you saying you're saying is not answering my question. You're trying to tell me what I
I'm not
said.
saying you're
I'm
saying.
asking you a question. I want to know what you say. Okay. Why is it impossible?
If the sun rays are parallel and the earth is flat, we're all going to see the sun as vertical above our heads. No one's going to see it at an angle, and no one's going to see it differently. They're either parallel or they're not.
Okay. That's just restating the same fucking claim. I asked you how you know it's impossible. You're just claiming the same thing over and over again. You're not giving a reason why it's impossible. You're just saying it is.
I mean, either we're living in a universe where Euclidean geometry
Jesus
is
Christ,
real or
man.
it's
You guys
not.
are so fucking
If
dense.
it's with Euclidean geometry, then we can't have parallel curved lines. It's either this or that. Have you ever seen like parallel curved lines unless it's on a sphere?
Okay. Have you ever considered that what we use to describe the sky is merely a fucking model and does not actually represent reality? Have you ever thought of that? Because in the globe model, where the parallel rays come from every direction, but you're on a ball and they should converge. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Okay? Because it's just a model, and it's an observer-centric model. That's the problem you guys have. You don't understand that all the mathematics are done from a point at the origin of coordinates.
I agree with you. Yes, it's a simplistic model, but that doesn't answer the
I didn't say
question
it
of
was simplistic.
why.
You didn't understand what I said. I didn't say simplistic. I said it's just a model. It doesn't represent reality. You're reifying a mathematical model. That mathematical model is not real. It just tells you what things look like.
Okay, I agree with you. Maybe it isn't real, but if the Earth is flat and the rays of the sun are parallel,
How do we know
you
that the Earth
haven't
is flat?
answered. Huh?
How do we know that the Earth is flat?
That's what you're claiming. What are you talking about?
How do I know? But why am I claiming it?
You're saying it's because ships go across the sea and don't go down as expected.
No,
That's what
it's
you
not
say.
why. That's not why. It's not why, dude. So you weren't told why earlier.
No, I wasn't. I just came here.
Okay. Because we can measure the surface of the Earth, and it measures as if it's flat.
Okay.
So you can take a laser, and then you can measure the laser height across a large body of water, and that laser height does not change. Now, if the laser is straight and the water is curving, with distance, that distance, the laser to the water should increase exponentially. But all these tests have shown that the laser and the surface of water are in parallel.
Do you know that scene from the movie American Psycho where he says, "Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid bastard?" That American Psycho is literally you. You're just saying it's not possible. We shouldn't be able to measure it. We shouldn't be able to do that, even though we can, even though we do, even though they did.
Show me.
But you
Show
just
me.
refuse it.
Well,
you just quote papers that agree with you. You don't quote papers that don't because you don't like them and don't want to read them. You just want the papers that say the Earth is round, even if they're from 1943. You just even new papers, trustworthy papers. You don't quote those because they disagree with you. That's what you do.
Excuse me. You said we do measure the curvature of the Earth, didn't you?
Yes, we do, man. Yes, we
Okay,
do.
cool,
Ships
cool.
disappear. I can't
Dude, you
see
don't
Burj
have to
Khalifa
get
from
excited.
Riyadh.
Dude,
I can't do that.
Please, you don't need to get excited. We just need to see that, please. The direct
I
measurement
mean, you
of the
can get
surface
excited
of
all
the
you
Earth.
want, but when I do, I just get muted. Am I right?
Dude, please, you're interrupting me. I'm inviting you to provide the evidence of your claim.
The evidence of my claim is that I can't see Mount Everest from all over India. That I can't see Burj Khalifa from the other side of the Emirates.
No.
This is evidence.
Dude, please. You said we measure the curvature of the Earth. Right,
Measure. Oh my God, I'm British.
Excuse me. Why are you mocking me? I'm trying to have a conversation with you. I'm being very
Fuck the flat
polite.
earth, you son of a bitch. You keep lying all over people and being all biased and shit.
So rude. I'm being polite.
Oh my God, I'm being so mean. You can be mean all you want, but when I do, I get muted. Fuck you. Oh yeah,
Dude, you're spiraling, bro. Take a breath. Take a shot.
Yeah.
Take a hit of the hookah.
We can move on from this guy. What the fuck? Isn't it weird?
Go ahead and light some of those calming incense. You know, the vanilla and bergamusk and all that good stuff.
That's exactly what he needs.
No, someone rub his back a little. No?
Dude, I gotta clip that, dude. That was the craziest freaking spiral in a while.
He left already?
Dude,
Yeah,
when I would have made
angry
you
for
proud,
no reason.
what I just triggered, man, would have made you proud.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, he was in there. I was talking to him, but I had to leave for a bit.
Is he the one you gave the stomach ache?
The other one, Duck, and him. I think it was both of them. Yeah, that's what I tell him. I know your stomach hurts now. It'll be all right.
It's funny, that guy got triggered by association. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why he got so mad. It's fucking crazy. I mean, he makes us look bad when he gets all emotional and stuff. He just disproves his own point.
He has no fucking clue what his own point is. It doesn't matter.
Oh, he came back. He came back to listen now, but he's muted, so that doesn't work.
I mean, but he was kind of right on the point that you guys just quote stuff that agrees with you. and just say that stuff that doesn't is just propaganda
Not true.
machine.
It's not
I mean,
true.
anything that disagrees with you, video evidence, you just say, "Oh, that's propaganda."
Hey, let
These
me ask
guys.
you a question. Let
First
me
of
ask
all,
you a
we're talking
question
about the
before you
ground
go off on a
physics.
weird. Let me ask you a question before you go off on a weird tangent. The guy with the letter F in his name starts with, I can't read it. You know that NASA is now a spy agency, right? As of September, and you're defending them.
I'm not defending NASA. I'm defending the Chinese space agency, the Russian space agency, the Saudi space agency.
Now it's somebody out. Now it's other space agencies you're defending. So NASA gave up. They became spy agencies, and the other ones are still real space agencies. Is that what you're saying? So that's what we have now: real space agencies and fake ones.
I mean, why isn't that possible? Like that, just there's nothing that prevents that from being reality.
Yeah, this is just your own incredulity, right? Just because there's multiple organizations all partaking in the same con, you know, doesn't disprove our point. So
What happened, man? What happened to everybody? Guy just that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
My God, man! Like I don't know what happened, man. That dude just like burst into flame instantly.
You guys need to be nicer to these Globers. You're very mean, and you're causing people to get upset, and I don't appreciate it.
Look, he said, I want my buddy to answer all the questions. And I was like, okay, what did he ask? And then, okay, what did I answer? And then when I, told him what my answer was, which I know he heard, he just freaking went bananas. Well, no, he went bananas after I told him the earth measures flat. He couldn't handle that. That's right.
Yeah, they're being mean by telling people that.
I know. Give him stomach aches. That was so funny, man. Because I know it's true, right? You know they got indigestion.
Absolutely. You know how many people we caused to run to the bathroom? Plenty.
Pass the Zantac. My stomach hurts. I'm on the Flat Earth Discord.
where was that Australian that said he saw fucking boats disappearing?
Yeah, the container ship guy. Yeah, where'd he go?
Just some flyby bullshit, I guess.
Yeah, we probably now I think about it. Press the triangle. Scott Mackey probably had to have frickin' colonoscopy after talking to us.
Oh yeah, he was in the hospital a few times. That's why we didn't see him.
He took a year off, man.
His psychiatrist probably told him he's not allowed to go in here anymore.
Either that or his wife said, if I catch you in that Flat Earth server one more time, I'm getting a divorce.
No, remember he's a psychiatrist or psychologist, comes in here to study us. And then
yeah.
I asked him about, does your psychologist think you should be coming in here? And he gave me some kind of answer. I forget what it was. So he sees one.
Oh, you're going for round 2, Jedi?
He said the horizon is curved because it's a circle around him, and that he's seen as the curve of the earth every day because he's seen the horizon. He's a wingnut.
You told them how it is like India. You know, they're 10 years too late to this convo. They're stuck in a time capsule of fucking long outdated, shitty straw man anti-flat earther arguments from 2014. They don't realize it. I think we're just fucking sitting around drooling all day, just waiting for the first Glober to come in and teach us about the sphere.
I mean, how many people do we have to go through until we get to somebody that just isn't going to just give us Chat GPT or 7 reasons why we know the Earth is a globe or some Vsauce thing, right? And the thing is, they come in here with that, acting as if like they have some like form of intelligence because they're parroting Vsauce. Oh, I'm smarter than these flat earthers. They never even watched Vsauce before. Like what? Like I don't even know what these people are taking, man.
I probably watched more Vsauce than them, to be honest. Back in the day.
I mean, did they not think that we did what they're doing now 10 years ago? Debunk flat Earth. I
They
can
can't.
type that in too, man. I like
They
how hard
can't
is that to
afford to
type?
think that because that adds an element of respecting our intelligence. And as soon as a flat earther is deemed intelligent, now it's a big fucking problem because they might be onto something.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then the bias can't creep in. The bigotry, as Elijah would call it.
So they have to paint it as these people have missed every single scientific BBC documentary, every single Neil deGrasse Tyson presentation, every single class at school regarding anything.
Everything on the Discovery Channel, everything on the frickin' dude. So many channels have space shit. Public television here. They had the Cosmos series, which lasted. I mean, first there was Sagan, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson was doing it, and then there was Brian something or other, right? So we're talking like 5 decades of the same crap. Yeah, we missed it all of it.
Yeah, we never had space toys, never read space books, never watched space movies, never played space games, never nothing.
Never drank Tang. Never saw the Wheaties box.
Isolated from.
Have you seen Bill Nye doing his stand-up comedy routine?
I have a glass of Tang right now.
I haven't seen that really.
Yeah, Bill Nye started up as a comedian.
Wasn't
You
that
think you can make a Tang ball in a vacuum? I want to see you make a ball of Tang. A ball of Tang floating in a vacuum.
I'm not screwing up my vacuum pump.
Well, I mean, obviously it can float in space because the astronauts are drinking it in space. So it's made for that. It's designed.
So you're telling me if I put it in the vacuum chamber and I pull the air out, the Tang will float into a ball?
Yes, obviously.
All right. I'm going to have to film that one.
Do not send me a bill for the vacuum chamber either.
Yep, vacuum pump for sure. Yeah, may as well get the whole thing because it's just going to be all sticky.
And then it'll get crystallized.
I've got an idea for a meme if someone wants to make it. So it's a building. It's got the sign 24/7 Flyer Discord. And it's just a queue of Glovers out the front. And they're all saying 24/7 Fly Earth. Hold my beer and walking in. And out the back door is just like a pile of battered and bruised, Glovers.
What is Flat Earth? I never heard of it. Guys, the Earth is a dinosaur.
How deep is
The
that?
dinosaurs are fake. What are you talking about?
Which dinosaur? Brontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex,
T-Rex.
Velociraptor.
Wait, no, not T-Rex. Sorry, I mean raptor.
Your grandmother.
Archaeopteryx.
A raptor.
Why don't you guys come in here with anything clever ever? Earth is a dinosaur. Why don't you say like Earth is a jellyfish or something original?
I did. He said which kind of dinosaur, and I said his grandmother. I thought that was funny.
Oh my god,
that was all right. That was a good one.
So hard right now.
What'd you say?
I said I'm laughing so hard right now.
You sound depressed, dude.
I've always
Yeah,
been like
14. That's normal.
Patricia
Oh,
Smith.
Yeah, they hate everything. Everything
Yeah,
sucks.
but yeah, I'm watching my sad Bart Simpson edit, so no.
So Goober, can you answer a question honestly?
Shoot.
Okay, so if
you ask me, I never did.
yeah, I'm gonna ask you, dude. So if nobody ever told you that the Earth was a globe, would you have figured it out on your own?
Yeah.
How?
The curvature.
Where? Where's that?
The curvature. So everything is actually a sphere. You didn't
No, I
know.
get yeah, but where's that, dude? Where's the curvature that you're talking about that you would have figured it out? Where is the curvature
On
that
the
you're talking about?
ground. It's totally
On the ground. Yeah. Well, how do you know the ground's curving? Did you see it to be curving?
It's not curving. Are you an idiot? I'm sorry.
I know it's not curving. Welcome to Flat Earth.
Flat Earth isn't flat. Get a break. Anyways,
Yeah, how come you don't actually have, you know it's a globe, but you can't actually give coherent answers to how you actually know that? It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. I don't really.
And you never told me, you said that, yes, you would have figured out it's a globe on your own, but you never told me how. What would you have experienced in the world that was said, that indicated to you Earth's a globe? What would you have seen or looked at or been like, oh, wow,
I
Earth is a
don't.
globe? Because, for, yeah, you left. Hold on, how long is this event title been this?
Maybe about 12 hours now.
Really? And
Yeah.
that doofus was like, you guys just think you're smarter than everybody. I didn't even know that was the title of the thing. Like, man, that's freaking ironic.
Because you're not a smart glober.
I forgot it was even running until you mentioned it.
I guess he inadvertently answered the question. The answer was no, he's not. He conceded.
I just say yeah. What are you gonna do about it? And then that just makes them go fucking crazy.
I guess that's what they're gonna do about it. Go crazy. Well, he pretty much conceded that he must not be, because he brought up that, like, we're just in here acting smarter than everybody else. Okay, did you just concede the question that yes or no, they are not smarter than a flat earther? It was like, I mean, this isn't a question of intelligence, it's a question of gullibility at this point. Are you gullible? Did you believe just the story you were told because you thought everybody else believed it and you were just gullible and like they just kept upping the ante? Yeah, we live on a spinning ball. Wow, Mrs. Teacher, that's awesome. Oh, it's not just spinning, it's covered in water. Oh, wow, that's crazy. And it's going through it's going around the sun at 1.6 million miles per hour. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, it's going through the universe at millions of miles per hour. And it's water in a vacuum. Oh, and by the way, everything's really, really far apart. Oh yeah, and the sun's a gas in the vacuum too. And it's got kept up in the ante, right? If they would have told the whole story all at once, nobody probably would have believed it. But they like boil frogs. They tell you a little bit at a time. And they go, the universe is so fascinating.
There's other planets.
Yeah, and stars that spin 70,000 miles per hour. And it's raining in Saturn diamonds.
There are aliens.
Yeah, aliens.
You're not wrong,
Obama
dude.
and Trump have both said shit about aliens in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. And this is you made a good point. That kind of drip, drip, like the frog in the boiling pot, can tell us all at once, but slowly over time, this narrative is, we're talking about it so much now, but in the 60s, 70s, no, you wouldn't be talking about UFOs, right? That was stupid. Slowly over time, that narrative's changed, right? I guarantee the majority of people think there's aliens up there.
Now, if you like critically analyze what exactly is like an alien, right? It's basically like an animal, but it's sentient like a human, like Planet of the Apes, right? We're not going to treat them like people. Like, why would we do that? We're going to treat them like fucking animals that happen to be conscious and sentient of their own existence. That's what we're going to treat them like. But these other, the other idea is that we're going to fucking bow down to them, and then we can go, you guys are technologically superior, take me to your leader, right? Like, that ain't happening. I'm not doing that. It ain't going to be Mars attacks. It's going to be Earth attacks. If any aliens come here, dude, they're getting mushed, man. Like, do you think that it's going to be pleasant? No. We're not going to try to make peace. What the fuck are you talking about? There can be no peace here.
It's either them or us that are going to want each other's minerals. Either they're going to want ours or we're going to want theirs. That's what it's going to come down to. If that story was
I mean, if you killed the alien, would you feel guilty?
Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. What's going to say? It's not against the law. It's only against the law to kill human beings. It ain't animal cruelty. They're from another planet. Like there's nothing to stop you from just like smoking aliens. Every fucking redneck in Michigan is smoking aliens.
Goddamn bugs. Yeah.
Even if they think you even kind of look like an alien at this point, now you're going to get it.
But yeah, that narrative, drip, 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 over time, definitely been playing out. And I think that's with most things, right? It's not all at once. They definitely can't do it all at once, but over time, yeah, for sure, no problem. Generations forget, right? Stuff gets lost and forgotten.
It's such a silly idea. They're flying around in little machines. We go around in little machines. They also have little machines that they travel around. It's so stupid. Like it's just the whole idea is just crazy, man.
I've always found it stupid, and it just makes me laugh, right? The idea that these aliens, wherever they've come from, let's say trillions of miles away or whatever the distance, as soon as they get to Earth, they crash. So every single time, just crashing aliens everywhere. Found another alien body here, crashed alien over there. Okay.
Yeah, apparently we're like in an intergalactic flight corridor, and the Earth keeps getting in the way, and they keep smashing into it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
So watch out for that planet! Bang! I'm gonna lose my intergalactic license now. You're drinking that Nerf water and again.
GPS.
Gonna get another DWI.
Yeah, you guys, it's the gravity and the refraction that throws them off.
Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's right. The planet. The planet was a mirage.
They corrected for Coriolis and
that wasn't
crashed.
actually the moon.
I mean, the most ironic part is these alien, NASA, whatever sci-fi fanboys, they've never thought critically about, in any practical way about what they think. And like how absurd it is what they're thinking. And if they came in here and listened to this conversation, they'd be like, you guys just don't understand. The universe is near vast, and there's got to be a alien civilization out there more technologically advanced than ours. No, there doesn't. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And even in their paradigm, where everything is just random mutations, well, there's an infinite variation of randomness. Like, if there's something sentient conscious, they don't have to be even embodied. You know, it's just fucking dumb, dude. It's all dumb. They could come down and be like, "Yeah, man, let's hang out."
Con la G no.
Nope.
No speaking Sie Deutsch.
Yeah, we don't speak Chinese in here.
That wasn't Chinese. I don't know what that was.
I don't
can't
know
figure
either.
out-
I'm just picking a language, just like you did.
Well,
I can't figure out
Hey,
what
pelotudo.
Oh,
Gulo.
I think he said
I
Zulu
understood that.
tribe. Zulu tribe.
I said culo.
The Coolio.
That guy's just jumping in and out.
Coolio.
Yeah, so I was
Coolio
trying to say, I
left.
can't figure out what practical value there is for aliens to even bother to start interacting with us, if that was a reality.
Dude, there's no people in the sky, dude, that are like people. You know what I mean? That's what they think, that they're like people, and they're just like people in the sky. Like, there's no people in the sky. And they think they're just people in the sky, and they just look a little different. Maybe they have an extra arm. Maybe they have an extra boob. Maybe they have freaking 10 toes on one foot. They just think they're the same as people. They just look a little different. No, man, that idea is so stupid. It's just such a stupid idea in their paradigm, right? There's trillions of worlds, and of course, everything's gonna evolve. It's just me people, like with the extra finger. Like, it's dumb.
Maybe they have two buttholes. Who knows?
Oh God, San Francisco will be a fucking roaring place. That's actually a nightmare. Don't ever say that again. Fucking Jesus Christ. Fucking Jesus.
No, I've got this green alien with 3 boobs and 2 buttholes in my head now.
You're going to be busy.
Fucking A, if you think you've caught shit from human women,
I know you get lobsters, not crabs.
something like that. And Space Parasite.
You guys ever seen Space Pirates? Ice Pirates, that's what it's called. It's dude, you guys never see. It's an '80s freaking space movie, but it's funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God, you gotta see it. It's freaking. It's a comedy, but it's just hilarious, man. It's funny because like they're going through like a wormhole and they're like aging rapidly. So like the captain and like one of the passengers has a fling, and she's like, he gets her pregnant, and they have the baby, and it's like 10 minutes pass in the fucking time of like a ship time, or like on a ship time, it's like years and stuff. It's just funny, but like they have space herpes, but the space herpes ain't like a regular herpes. It's actually like a parasite, and it's like running around the ship, and they're trying to catch it. It's a funny ass movie, man.
It's free on YouTube, man. I just found it on YouTube. It's free.
Came out in the 80s. Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's free, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Ice Pirates. It's a B movie. That wasn't like a serious movie. It's made in the 80s.
Yeah, man. Of course, of course.
Now I was watching. There's a Ren and Stimpy episode called Marooned, and they're like, I was playing. Did you see the clips I posted earlier? It's pretty funny. Let me find it.
I saw you posting some stuff earlier. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's from that episode. So they have the Space Cadet manual, and like they're like in space and they get in trouble, and he's like, well, he first shows him the book, and he's just like, I don't know, you gotta see it. I can't even do it. It's just funny. But like, it's like Ren and Stimpy, dude. They were taking the piss out of space, like how stupid it was even back then.
Wow.
Oh
You
yeah,
can-
some
I used
logical
to watch Ren and
observations.
Stimpy all the time, man. I'll go back and check it out. That was classic. That was. I haven't watched it for like 30 odd years though.
In the 50s and 60s, all the aliens came from Mars, remember? The Martians are going to attack.
Yeah, man.
What do you guys think that the world's gonna do when they quote unquote release these files next week about all the UFO stuff? And like, what do you guys think they're preparing, or what do you think they're doing?
It's weird. Okay. I keep hearing about disclosure, and I have done for like 10 years. I'd like to see it actually happen. The result of it.
Well, Steven Spielberg is releasing a movie too, isn't he? A docu, like he's not calling it a documentary,
right?
Per se, they're like using some other weasel word, but they're trying to pawn it off as a documentary, but not calling it a documentary because it's a work of fiction.
Gotcha.
I think they're calling it a docudrama or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's by Spielberg. So all this stuff is coordinated, obviously, because it's all coming out in the media at the same time. Barack Obama said some shit, but Trump's saying some shit. Spielberg's coming out with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it feels like it's something is going to happen for sure. I appreciate that. I don't know how the world is going to react. On an individual basis, it's going to be a lot of shit and propaganda on like social media and mainstream media and whatnot. But individually, I don't know.
I don't think people will believe it, quite honestly, at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder that as well.
They'll be made to believe it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what he's gonna. I mean, because they've already talked about it before, where they released some stuff. I remember Barack Obama recently talked in an interview, and then they even asked Trump, like he said, "There's real aliens are real," and then he was like, "Yeah, he shouldn't have said that. He's talking like he's saying things that are classified, but we're gonna declassify it anyways." But I'm just like, it seems like they're preparing everybody.
Yeah, man.
For
we were kind of talking about it earlier. The preparation's been going on decades, right?
Yeah.
A long, long time. So yeah, I
Oh,
would
dude,
definitely...
they got me. They got me when I was a kid. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
And like the main character is like a little kid, right? So the movie starts off with there's like a little kid riding his bike, right?
Yep.
And then there's E.T., right? Yep. And then like when I was a kid, I was totally indoctrinated with the space stuff, dude. This is like nonstop. Yeah. It's that's specifically geared to children, dude. Like these are, yeah, it's yeah. I mean, you were the same age roughly, so you know we're all the same age roughly. So we're all exposed to the same nonsense.
Right.
All right. When
I'm
you
glad
say
I woke
it like
the fuck up, man.
But yeah, so when you say it like that, quite a lot of people are going to fall for it, right? Because they've been programmed to fall for it. It's obvious. Like you said, back in the 80s, you fell for it hook, line and sinker. Same as me, mate. And I thought it was obviously statistically true that if there are other planets out there, there's more than likely going to be other life, right? Because that's the narrative that everybody was trying to... Sorry, that was the narrative that seemed to be being pushed, right? And we can see that today where they're disclosing the aliens. So for the kids and the people that have been born over the last 20 years or so, let's say, I worry about them. If they haven't, like you said, woken up to this fucking bullshit, then because they've been programmed to believe it, they're probably going to be more susceptible to it. Not going to say that they're going to believe the whole entire story, but the majority of it, yeah, for sure.
Well, especially because they see adults that also believe in it, so it makes it more easy for them to believe in it and to not realize that nah, this has been something that's been going on for decades, that they've just like brainwashing us, indoctrinating us into this, this story about things coming from other places and trillions of miles away. They come from other galaxies, and like they're just selling the story the whole every decade. One that got me, a movie that I remember that really made me believe in a lot of that stuff, was Cocoon. Remember the movie Cocoon? Like I was like,
Oh my god,
wow.
yeah, where they make him young again and shit.
Yeah, like that.
There's
I
also
remember.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, freaking aliens. Like, dude, like this
Yeah.
stuff, like, yeah, it's
All those
Invasion of the
movies.
Body Snatchers, and then that was
Mhm.
partially based on that with some freaking. What was what he wrote, like War of the Planets or something? Not War of the Worlds. It was the guy that
There's
wrote the thing
probably
that
a
like
movie for
that.
every year. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, it was like this panspermia idea where there was like plant that because in Invasion of the Body Snatchers it was plants or fungus that like invaded. So this is like where the idea of like alien, like the panspermia, right? Where life started somewhere in the universe and then like inseminated the earth. All the shit goes back to Jack Parsons and fucking Aleister Crowley and all those weirdos.
Satanists.
Yeah, every year
You
has
got
the
it.
same thing. You got Total Recall. You got all of the Will
Get
Smith
your ass to
movies.
Mars.
You know, all of it. All of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, one of the most iconic, our favorite anime, and all of the others. No, let me not say that. Not all the others, but an iconic one for me again is Dragon Ball Z. When I was a baby, it was Roly Poly Oly. It's like, let's not forget how it's always been playing. And I think the programming, I think people want it because I think like if you could play the game of telephone and not be disturbed by the fact that you can't find a group of people who could just like send the message around, that's scary. Like I don't even know what people I'm really cohabitating with on this planet, especially with all the stuff that we've encountered on the internet. But speaking of that, also, and I'll say this: on Facebook, I forget where I'm at, but there's always like some space thing because now you don't just see your friends and family; they promote like popular stuff. And one dude was talking about uh, the sun, and ultimately, I brought the topic to, well, how do you have nuclear like fusions? What's that? And it's like obviously hydrogen, helium under immense pressure, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that's interesting, because gas expands. So, what evidence do we have that gas actually compresses as a result of gravity? To cause this, other than the story that we've been told about the sky. You know, after all of his like, it seemed like a smart guy, but he just wasn't. It was more like, huh? Like, why are you asking this? Like, are you? And someone commented, and then after that, I realized my ability to go back, like, and click on the notification and go to that comment that I was posting on was gone. And I realized that typically happens to me in these spaces. Not that I'm being disrespectful or anything. And I'm like, yeah, like they're definitely controlling it. It is what it is.
You ever like have the conversation with some of them in their paradigm? Not too long ago, I was like, hey, it's a simple question you can ask them. Like, hey, do you know how long it takes for the sun rays to be like get from the center, like from inside the sun out to the surface, and then it takes 8 minutes to get to us. So how long do you think it takes for it to get to the surface? And when you talk to them in their own paradigm, and you tell them they suggest that it takes to like 170,000 years for that to happen. Like they look at you, they're like, "You're stupid," and I'll be like, "I know, right? Isn't that stupid?"
Oh.
Voice Oak's back.
Guys, I'm not gonna argue anything.
What was that?
Please remove the server mute for God's sake. I want to go into other channels and talk to normal people.
Well, being as you're talking, you're unmuted.
No, it's just it goes back and comes on. It's like glitched or something. Like I'm talking here. If I leave and rejoin, it's gonna come back. Look, and you're gonna see.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's muted.
Yeah.
Do you want my Bitcoin address?
Just have mic discipline, man. When you walk into a room, realize and have awareness of your situation and go, "Oh, is my microphone open?"
Oh, he's rejoining.
Stop being.
Yes, it worked. Look,
No,
it
guy
unmuted
got
me now.
muted for just
What
being
on earth is going on?
I don't know. This isn't the Discord technical support channel. That's somewhere else.
Guys, please mute me. I will unmute me. I will never come back here. Like, I'm sorry.
We don't care
Please,
if you
you
come
guys
back.
glitched my
You're
account.
not that. No, we didn't do anything. You paranoid freak. We didn't do nothing to you. You stop being paranoid, weirdo. I hope someone's muting him on purpose. That'd be funny.
Hey, Discord technical service is in the office right next door.
Hey, Faceock, if you're having a problem, it's not something that's going to be handled by you being in this channel. So you can leave the channel, and if it needs to be handled, we could do it with bot commands. So that's the only thing that could be doing this, except the actual command. So you could you said you're going to leave, so just leave. Thanks.
Oh, he came back.
He's back. Oh, he's gone.
And he's back.
And he's back.
So just real quick, like what I was saying before he jumped in. So that thing that it's called is called they call it a random walk, and they say that's why it takes like 10,000 to over 100,000 years, up to 170,000 years, for sun to be the rays to shoot out to us. It's such a stupid Narnia story. It's retarded. But I was just wondering if any of y'all ever had that discussion with the normie. Believes in the paradigm. Maybe get them to say it out loud so they hear how stupid it sounds.
Hey, speaking of stupid, after the 80s, there was a turn in the space movies, and it really took a very important turn. So if you search 90s space movie and see the first entry, you'll know what I'm talking about. Go ahead, try it.
I think I know it.
Was it gay aliens?
What?
Was it gay aliens now?
No.
No,
but you have to do it. You have to search it and find out for yourself.
I know what
you're talking about. Yeah. Gay ninjas from outer space.
Yeah.
Well, also a killer clowns from outer space, and then weren't the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Weren't they those tomatoes from outer space too?
Yeah. It was a sci-fi. Yeah.
The Blob.
I just got Event Horizon.
The Thing. There was the Thing.
You guys got to use the more normal stuff. Superman, batteries not included. Stuff like that.
Oh yeah, all the Superman movies because he's an alien.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I mean, like if you're gonna make a movie and you want to make money, you just freaking make it have some reference to space, dude, and people would just watch it. It's crazy. Every trash movie It just has space in it, dude. Something about space, and you're just making money.
And you know what? That will even get you the funding. If you don't have the money for it, just make something about that. They will pay you to make it because they want everything that and anything that can push that narrative.
Yeah, pitch me your movie. Well, it's about a guy digging a ditch. Oh, that movie's stupid. But it's on the moon. Fuck, man. Here's some money.
Exactly. Exactly, dude. It's funny because you could even see like in TV shows, like TV series, like it's almost like they're, I don't know if the writers are getting paid to do it, but somewhere in their script they have to make mention of globe, planet, space, because every single script seems to have this where they just got to throw it out there just to remind everybody, like, you know, some reference, and it has nothing to do with the scene, but it's thrown in there, like, just so it's, I don't know, propagandated. Sorry, I'm choking a burp. But it's just ridiculous, like how it's just in everything now. I mean, well, it's been in everything, as we're talking about. It's in movies, TV shows. Like, remember when Alf came out? Dude, that was so huge when Alf came out. Such a dumb show, but I mean, it's the narrative. They were pushing aliens back then a lot.
So the Alf was just the TV ET.
Yeah, and then you know, I mean, I remember people. I had cousins that were getting the Alf doll for Christmas, like when Alf came out, and it's like, whoa, like looking back, it's like, dang, they really marketed it.
What?
Well, remember the
And
most
dude,
iconic shows again.
you shouldn't
Go
give
ahead,
an
go ahead.
Alf doll to a girl.
So you got like the two of the most iconic children's shows, um, being the Flintstones and the Jetsons, which
Oh yeah,
they actually have their mashups. So you got evolution and stuff, and you also have like the future and like, you know, space stuff.
yeah,
I mean, Mr. Spacely, come on.
yeah. He's an alien, right?
I
That
think they
wasn't the
do as
main
well.
boss, like a Martian. I'm sorry, what was that?
No, his name is just Mr. Spacely.
Yeah, no, Spacely Sprockets. I know, but I'm saying, but didn't he have like? Wasn't there a guy that would call in? He was like a green dude with like a real narrow head, and he was like a Martian type guy, but inside the Jetsons. Maybe I'm conflating two different cartoons, but I could have swore they would call like this boss, or just this other guy. He had like a narrow green head, and he was like Martian. He was like, wasn't he Spacely Sprockets like competitor? I don't remember. I'd have to look into it again. That was many years ago. But I remember a green Martian
Nah,
dude.
bro, he's in all the shows.
The green Martian?
Yeah, he talks to Flintstones. He talks to Jetsons.
Was his name Gideon or
Great.
something?
No, Great Gazoo.
Great Gazoo, thank you. Yeah. One of the tricks that they do with this cartoons and films and so on is, although they show you elaborate like space stories and so on, is they, as a child, like, you want to be Luke Skywalker. They get you involved in it. You can buy the toys and stuff. You can imagine along with the story. It's quite embedded when you think about it. Just the idea of you wanting to be your favorite superhero. And Luke Skywalker was massive, like, back in the 80s and the late 70s, right? Same with most Star Wars things, or even if Star Wars wasn't your thing, there was something else like Star Trek. There'd always be something out there that would tickle your fancy and that you could imagine along with. You could take part in it. It's crazy how they get you hooked, right? Constantly selling drugs to you. We all cried at ET, right? Got scared and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. terrified by the alien. We like Al. Yeah, all of these things. It's the emotional tugging, isn't it?
Exactly.
And you'll have sympathy, you'll have empathy. You'll even go along with the story, suspend your disbelief, and yeah, the galaxy far, far away does exist, and yeah, this is possible because the universe is so infinite. The possibilities are endless. I'm speaking about like dinosaurs and like the space agenda and stuff. And we've spoken about this quite a few times over the years and stuff. But it's the anchoring bias. Hello, this guy wants to speak. What's up? No? Okay. It's the anchoring bias. As your kids, as your children, you're very trusting. And like it says in the Truman Show, right? You believe the reality in which you're presented, right? That is your reality. You've got no other choice to accept it. So this is how they get you with the cartoons and the stories about, dinosaurs that talk, Barney the dinosaur, all of these different types of things, even things like Sesame Street where you've got talking animals, cartoons, all of this types of stuff. As a child, it hooks you in. And it's hard to let go of that first anchor that you've been, cast. We spoke about it a few times, but I think that programming, being as we're talking about alien disclosure and stuff at the moment, when you look at it really deeply, yeah, they've been prepping us for years and years. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Which is why I feel like as they start to do all this, they're releasing more, gonna declassify files and show us the UFO evidence and proof, and then like you're gonna have all these guys that are on social media that are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, see, we told you this is what it is," and then they're gonna create this hysteria for it, and then they'll release them.
Don't forget the gaming world. From Metroid Galactica to Call of Duty Black Ops, whichever one where you're in space. Halo, huge franchise.
Yeah,
huge franchise.
Does anybody remember? I'm really glad you brought up computer games, man. That's a really good point as well. Does anybody remember, like back in the 80s and the 90s, where they were talking about too much violence and stuff on TV, especially in England, right? Maybe it was in America. I don't know. But it was this push for too much sex, too much violence on TV. It's the same thing, right? It's the frog in the boiling pot. Yeah, that sex and violence that was on TV, like in the 80s, mate, we're surrounded by it now. It hasn't gone away, it's got worse. So when you talk about like computer games, it's desensitization to violence in a way, right? You're not getting harmed. That computer thing isn't getting harmed. But ultimately, it's desensitization to violence. Same with sex and sexuality. We can look at those agendas since the 1960s, especially over the last few decades, right? That's changed as well. All of these things have changed because of the way that we've been, what's a good word, coerced, right? The way that the generation from generation has changed from one step to another, following this pathway that it was too much of a giant leap to take, say, 70, 80 years ago. But if you take tiny steps over 70, 80 years, they reach their goal. And their goal is we're more accepting to the agenda that they're giving us.
Right. Completely agree. earlier I was listening to DJ. DJ was over in another server, and on YouTube, he was wrecking Ruhiv, like just destroying him, like
Wait,
calling
what?
him out.
DJ was on another fucking server. What the fuck? And second of all, yeah, I don't know about this. What happened, man? This
So Ruhiv, hey, hold on, hey Elijah, you're hot miking. Are you?
My bad, my bad.
No worries, no worries. I just figured you didn't realize. No, so Ruhiv was over. So I don't know if you know who QOP is. QOP, he has a server. I actually left. I just recently left it because it's all the Bobs, Bob Globers, the bottom of the barrel Globers. All, like I said last time, all the ones that get banned from 24/7, and they all scatter amongst the other Flat Earth servers. But so Ruhiv was in there, and I got a message that like, hey, DJ's like wholly digging into Ruhiv. Check it out. So I left the server though, so I went on YouTube, and there's because they stream live, and Ruhiv just wrecked. I'm sorry, got wrecked by DJ, and DJ was just like literally going over like all the different like refractions, all the types, and all the optical phenomenons, and then he like called out Ruhiv, like he goes, "You butcher them," like, and then they started asking questions, and Ruhiv just looked like an idiot, dude. Like, and I commented in YouTube, I'm like, about time somebody calls Ruhiv out on his bullshit, because that guy with confidence says, "Oh, this is what it is," but he's completely wrong. And then no one, like when he debates people, no one calls him out on that. So DJ like set him straight. It was good though. It was nice.
cool, man. I'll see if I can go and find this. That sounds interesting. Oh, cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me get it for you. And I believe they're still probably live streaming. So yeah, it's right here. So you just got to go back. Oops. I'll post it in the side chat. Link. And it's a good, I want to say 2 hours or 2.5 hours ago. But
okay,
it's definitely worth the listen for everybody if you ever down later on today or something. But here's the link.
cheers,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
DJ's good. DJ's really good, especially when it comes down to, let's say, black swan-like observations, refraction, and explaining it and ripping other people's asses. Yep.
Oh yeah,
he's good
for
at that.
sure. And he even got Ruhiv to be like, I'll look into this. And he was like, thank you for that, Ruhiv. Thank you. Like finally, like someone got through to this guy, man. Because Ruhiv's extremely difficult to talk to. But DJ just has his style. Like, I respect his style. He like you said, he does have a way of ripping somebody up politely. Like, he could rip you apart. As a gentleman, he'll rip you apart. It's funny.
Yeah, he's got a good way of keeping his cool. And Ruhiv's like a slippery motherfucker, so yeah. DJ was probably the right person to do that.
Exactly. That's why it was a good conversation.
Which science? What science is there that proves the globe?
Well, I am like agnostic from both theories. Like, I don't defend the globe or the flat Earth, but I really do think that maybe there is like a huge scene where we are like programmed somehow with this science. I don't know how to say, like, entre comillas. I'm a Spanish speaker. Like, well, I mean, I don't know if I don't really know if the Earth is a globe or is a flat, but I really do think that this kind of thing is to waste of time and to distract us for what really matters in our lives, that are the things we see every day. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you didn't answer my question. Which science?
Hold on, brother. Hold on, Andra Cito, my man. I'd agree with you that talking about the shape of the Earth and where it is in the cosmos is a complete waste of time. So if that's true, then why do they talk about space and the Earth being in space all the time on the news, when you're teaching young kids their first year in school? Why do they do that if it doesn't matter and it's a distraction from real stuff that's going on here?
Well, ask me, I think is because the power. When people are distracted, they like don't realize the power they have in their own lives, and they just like waste their time, not just in thinking about the globe or the flat earth, but other things. Not just you don't see only in the news about the space. You say a lot more things that gets distract you for like the experience you are having, that is very specific and individual. I think it's for that, for some people that don't want us to.
Yeah, a little. I'd agree with you a little bit, but the problem is that it's actually factually correct that the globe is the most propagated piece of propaganda across all forms of media. There's nothing else that even comes close.
I don't know, maybe religion. It could be like a pair, no? Okay. Where you from?
No, because within religions is the globe propaganda. I'm just talking like you turn on the news, dude. It's space all the time, all day long. You know, people, they tell you about the weather. They have to tell you that you're on a globe. They tell you that though we're shipping, carts of apples to some other country across the globe. It's globity globe all the time. Globe.
Okay, what do you think about this? Why think they do this?
I think they do it because they want you to believe you're on a globe. They want you to believe that space is like something we're going to attain in the future. It's like a savior complex. You know, it's like there's always this illusion that you're going to take mankind into space, and then we'll find some secret answer that we don't have here. It's basically religion. So you were right that religion is the most propagandized thing, but the problem is it's the globe that is the religion.
That's an interesting point. Like, it's by hand. But what do you think? Do you think the air is flat, or you don't know and you are just debating?
Listen, friend. Like I was telling the friend earlier here that I'm doing plumbing, which means I'm putting pipes in for water drainage, and I have to tilt them at an angle, diagonally. I have to tilt them below horizontal. Now, we all know that horizontal is level, and we all know that water, when it's running, is not level. It has to be slanted to run.
You are affirming that your experience with the water, but is like is with all respect, my friend.
I got you, brother. I got you. You're saying the same thing over and over again. So let me go.
Okay.
All right. So yes, I do understand that perspective offers a different viewpoint, that you might have different information. However, the only people that have ever been far enough away from the Earth, so claimed, to see the Earth in its entirety, that it would be a globe, would be the United States Apollo astronauts, of which only 2 of them are left alive. Only 2. Once they die, there will not be a single human being alive that allegedly has claimed to see the Earth as a globe. People that go up to the ISS space station, they're not far enough away. They can only see 3% of the Earth. And that's if they had 360-degree eyeballs, which they don't. So they see less than 3% of the Earth at any given time. So only the Apollo astronauts could claim to have seen the Earth from space,
and none of them testified that they did. So all as they have is anecdotes, which being stories. They have stories. But what they don't have is a measurement of the surface of the Earth being curved. Go ahead.
Okay, so AI overlord. All right, so I have another topic, about this real quick. Okay, so take example about like the ships. All right, so ships disappear, bottom first, like over the horizon.
Sometimes.
It's not sometimes. I mean, it is. It really depends
sometimes.
on what you're saying. Okay. The hull disappears at first.
Sometimes they do, right? Sometimes they do, and sometimes they disappear in other ways.
Yeah, but besides that, you also have the lunar eclipse. The shadow of Earth you always cast on the moon when it's always because
Hold on, friend. We're not going to do a shotgun blast. Yeah, sorry, enemy. Why do a shotgun blast? Why not do a little back and forth on point by point?
Right. So listen, if Earth were flat, okay, the whole ship would just get smaller, but remain fully visible. But what does that happen then?
Well, let me ask this question: Why would it be the case that it disappears from the bottom up?
Because it curves
Is that
away?
because the Earth is blocking it? Is that because the Earth is blocking it?
No, it curves away from the line of your sight.
Right, which would mean the Earth is in between you and it, so it's blocking it, right?
No, it's not blocking it.
Okay, listen, if the Earth is not in between you and the object and the Earth isn't blocking it, then that means the Earth isn't between you and the object, which means your argument that the curve of the Earth is causing the boat to disappear makes no sense.
The hull disappears first, and the mass disappears second.
Okay, so that's only possible if the yes, but that's only possible if the Earth is blocking it from your view.
Which leads to being the Earth is round.
Okay, but you just said that's not true, so I just need you to agree that that would be true in order for your argument to carry.
I mean, besides that, as I said about the lunar eclipse.
No, listen, friend. We're not just going to jump. I literally have a question on the table for you. Do you agree that in order for what you claim to be true, the curve of the Earth has to be a hump in between your eyeball and the bottom of the boat?
Right? Can you repeat that, please? It didn't quite.
All right, so you're looking. You have a curve of the Earth, so called, and it's humping up, and the boat is behind the other side of the hump, right?
Okay.
That would be true, and according to you, right?
All right, continue.
Fair enough. Okay, so the Earth is also a certain size, right? So it doesn't change size through day in and day out. It's one size, right?
All right.
Okay, so if that's true, that it must be the curve of the Earth blocking the bottom of the boat, and the Earth is only one size, then how come we can see boats 30 miles away?
I mean, but here's the thing: the hull disappears at first, then the mass.
No, it doesn't. I already listen. I'm agreeing with you at that point. If that's true, then these other questions, we can clearly see boats 30 miles away. Now, let me help you put this in perspective. If the Earth is curved at a certain rate, there's going to be a line. Imagine a laser coming out of your eye as a line, right? It's going to hit the Earth, and it's not going to continue on to the bottom of the boat. That's why you think you can't see the boat. Here's the problem. If you could see a boat 30 miles away, that curve, right, that's hiding that other boat, that boat should be over 300 feet below your laser eye. So that means that boat would be impossible to see if the Earth was curved in the manner in which you say, and if the Earth's curve is causing boats to disappear. So it's clearly not the case that it's the curve of the Earth causing boats to disappear. Not only can you see boats 30 miles away, but I can see boats disappear 1,000 feet away on my lake that I live in the same town. I go to that lake and I see kayaks on the other side disappear from the bottom. Now, here's the problem. According to the formula that the Earth is supposed to be curved, the horizon that would be blocking the boat from my vantage point is 3 times further away than the lake is. So that means there's no curve of the Earth between me and the boat, yet it's still disappearing from the bottom. So if I have examples of what you claim is only caused by the curve of the Earth happening before the curve, and I'm seeing boats way, way, way after the curve, then it's clear what's going on is an optical effect, and it's not the curve of the Earth causing it.
Yeah,
Now,
I think you got it correct. I guess I don't have any
yeah,
claims
fair
to
enough, fair enough. But listen, friend, I would agree with you that if the Earth was a globe, that yes, boats would disappear from the bottom. But because we have so much contradictory evidence about the nature of the horizon and boats disappearing, it's not an exclusive proof to say, therefore, the Earth is a globe. All right, so what's your next point?
My next point is here. Let me just pull it real quick. My next point is about the lunar eclipse. So during a lunar eclipse, what happens is that starting with 1, Earth faces between the sun and the moon. 2, the shadow of Earth casts over the moon because it's always round. And number 3 is only a spherical object casts a circular shadow from every angle.
Oh. Okay, let's investigate that. So your worldview, the Earth is a ball, and the moon is a ball, and the sun is shining, and the Earth is in the way, and the Earth's silhouette is round, and therefore it's now shining a round silhouette onto a round moon and creating a round shadow. That's your claim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the problem. So if you have a sphere, that's a 360-degree curve, right? So it curves in all directions all over, correct?
Correct.
All right. So if you have a curved silhouette shadow coming at a sphere, when that curved silhouette shadow hits the sphere, you now have a compound curve. So you have the arc of the curve of the shadow, and now you have the arc of the curve of the object it's being cast upon. That would result in a complex curve known as a sinusoid. You never see a sinusoid pattern on the moon. And since we know when a ball casts a shadow onto another ball in reality, which you can model at home, it results in a sinusoid. Since you never see a sinusoid, this cannot be proof that this is the shadow of a ball Earth. As a matter of fact, I have videos that I could post for you. I have one where a guy holds a flat object up to an orange, and you get a curved shadow on the orange. Why? It's because the straight line is being mapped onto a curved object. I then have a video of a ball and another ball moving in between each other at a light source, and you see the sinusoid pattern. I then have another video of a flat circle receiving a curved shadow, and it has a consistently curved shadow, consistent with the curve that you see on the moon. So if anything, friend, this evidence shows that the moon is a flat disk. So this doesn't work for your globe, where the Earth is a globe and the moon is a globe. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, I have no words for this, I mean. I do have one last thing. That's
Okay, go ahead. Establish.
Oh. So AI Overlord, I just have one last topic before I go, because it should probably like what surprised me the most is that you're getting everything with this, which is really wild. So for my last thing is that like different stars and like different hemispheres, all right. So the thing about it is that in the northern hemisphere you can see the Polaris, which is the North Star. Which, like, kind of like explains that the Earth is like, round.
Oh, sure. So the North Star is very close to the center of the polar coordinate system at the North Magnetic Pole. So we have, a polar coordinate system that we use. And so we call the North Star the center. And the further away you get from the North Star, it starts to lower in your field of view, much like a street light lowers in your field of view as you walk down the street. Now, you would never think that as you're walking away from a street light and it lowers towards the ground, that all of a sudden the ground between you and the street light is curved, because you can clearly see that it's not. But for some reason, if you walk away from a star and it disappears, people tell you, well, that's proof that a giant hump of Earth curve is in the way. All it's proof of is that as you're going away, your field of view and the angles of light coming at you change to the point where you can no longer see the star. Now, for example, the atmosphere, right, the air, also has a factor of occlusion, which means it gets thicker and thicker and thicker the more of it is between you and what you're looking at. And also, the lower the angle, so the further away you get from something, the shallower the angle, the more atmosphere you're going to be looking through. So the atmosphere at about 300 miles blocks all light. So as long as that dense layer of bottom atmosphere is between you and what you're looking at, and it's far enough away, it's going to disappear anyway. So we have two known reasons why things disappear as you get further away. One, the atmosphere blocks it. Two, it gets lower in your field of view, just like everything does. So I don't see any reason why if I'm walking away from something, I should expect to see it forever. That makes no sense. So a star high in the sky, I walk away, it gets lower, 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 and then I can't see it anymore. That makes perfect sense, entirely congruent with the Earth being flat.
Well, yeah, I have no words. Well, looks like the Earth is flat. I was wrong, I guess. You're correct.
Well, to be fair, all three of the things you mentioned to me don't prove the Earth is flat or prove the Earth is a globe. So I wouldn't change your mind just based on me destroying those as being exclusive proofs as a globe, because the thing that actually tells you whether the Earth is flat or a globe, my friend, enemy, is whether or not the surface is actually curved.
Mm.
And the only way to know that, my friend, is to measure it. The only way.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I have
Thank you.
another argument that is very strong, I think, and is why I can go from Chile to Sydney if the Earth is flat. I mean, I can arrive to a point. It doesn't matter if I go to the right or to the left. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I agree. So check this out. So I'm in a building right now. It's a house. It has a door that leads to the driveway. And then on the other side of the house, there's a door that leads out from the kitchen into the backyard. Okay? So I can choose to walk out either door and to take either a right or a left and walk around the house. And I will eventually arrive at the other door. Whether I go left or whether I go right, I will always arrive at one of those doors. And I could even skip the door and come all the way back around to the same door I left. And every day, I could go left one day, right the next day, and always arrive back where I started. That doesn't mean that my house is a globe.
But I mean, if I go from Chile to Sydney, it will take me less time to if I go to Chile to Europe and do all this scale. You know why I
got you. So if I take a shortcut and I go out the window and then I go to the front door, it'll be faster than if I go all the way to the back door, then go back around the front of the house. But my house is still not a globe. Now, friend, I understand your point, and it's a good point, don't get me wrong, but you need the circle that you're making to not just go from front door to back door. You need it to go from the front door to the roof, back to the back door, underneath the basement through the ground, come back up out of the ground and back at the front door again. That's what you need to prove that my house is a globe. But guess what? Nobody's ever traveled that way on the Earth. Nobody has ever traveled circumpolar on the Earth, my friend. Never happened. People travel easterly and westerly in circumnavigation circles, but they never travel northerly to southerly and come back around the bottom of the Earth, back up to the north. They don't do that. Do you know why they don't do that, friend? Because the Earth's not a globe.